Welcome back to the Huddle Report. This week, we're breaking down the biggest surprises in college football, early championship contenders, and players already making a case in future NFL prospects. NFL Week 2 brought plenty of headlines, dominating teams, struggling squads, standout performance, and rookies proving themselves. Let's get into it in this week's episode of the Huddle Report.
Let's go.
We're burning it down.
We're going to be sliding down the light poles and everything.
Let's go. Yeah, absolutely. Flipping over cars.
I love it. Getting
So,
cheesesteaks.
Yeah,
I thought
absolutely.
that would be the perfect weekend because honestly, I thought the Broncos were going to be good, but
Gamecocks got a bye week. Good looking
Dude,
out.
there you go. Oh,
probably
that's
wouldn't have gone if
perfect.
they didn't.
He'd be like, I'm busy. Speaking of that, before we get into all the fun talk, Carson, didn't you go to a Gamecocks game?
Yeah, I've gone to the home ones this year.
You went to all of them so far?
The home games, yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yep. Kids hating. That's crazy.
Oh,
Kids
cool.
hating.
That's epic, man. I'm super excited, bro. I have not
Yeah.
been to Philadelphia since I left in 1993, barely before you were born, babe.
All right, boys, let's get into college football. If you are a listener of ours, we did miss 1 week, but we are going to recap week 3 of college football. Then we'll get into NFL weeks. We're going to get into week 3 and 4 of college, and then later on, we're going to get into NFL week 2 and 3. So stay tuned for the whole episode as we break down all of these big games. We're going to keep it short and sweet today. So, boys, I gave you a list of questions. You can pick and choose what games you want to talk about. Colt, go ahead.
I'll start off. I don't know if it's much of an upset, but the A&M Notre Dame game in week 3, 41-40 game, awesome game. A&M is legit. Their quarterback threw for 360 yards, 2 touchdowns. Mario Craver is the receiver, 7 receptions, 207 yards. But when you have an offense like that, it's tough to stop, even if your defense isn't the best. If you can score 40 points week in and week out, it's tough to beat.
I would like to talk about the Oklahoma-Auburn game this past week. One of the best college games I've watched. Actually competitive. Both sides of the ball were competitive. John Mater, easy to talk of the Heisman right now. 24 for 36, 271 yards and a touchdown. And then he ran for 10 carries for 29 yards, and he had the dagger to finish it out.
John Mater scheduled to have surgery tomorrow, out 4 to 6 weeks. Oklahoma's going downhill. Injured throwing hand. He's got to have surgery tomorrow morning.
If Oklahoma has anything going for them, they have the defense. They had 10 sacks against Auburn. 10 sacks.
That's
Make or break a
huge,
team right there.
I feel like Oklahoma is giving Baker Mayfield vibes. Like the year he was there.
Not without maintaining.
John.
He's a difference maker, and if he's going to be out, we don't know the quality of his backup. I hate that for them. I believe they were going to have a great year, a team of destiny it appeared to be. I'll take a stab at this and give it to Carson and say that he did not see the shining star that was Cade Klubnik and the Clemson team. Clemson has thoroughly disappointed. And this Georgia Tech game was just another example. I don't know if it's a lack of coaching, communication. I don't know if it's a lack of playmaking. I don't know if it's lack of teamwork. But Clemson is just having a disappointing season. And maybe we're seeing the demise of Dabo Swinney, who is, I would still believe, a fantastic, phenomenal coach, motivator, culture builder. But maybe the time and his tenure at Clemson is coming to an end.
I'll piggyback off that because I was going to talk about the Clemson-Syracuse game for week 4. I don't think Cade's the problem. He threw for 363 yards and 3 touchdowns against Syracuse. Adam Randall ran for 130. I think they've been there, they've done it, and they don't have a reason. Dabo used to have a really big chip on his shoulder. I feel like he's satisfied, and in this day and age, you can't be satisfied.
The commentators have been talking about Dabo's unwillingness to change with the trending tides of the portal. It just makes for a recipe for a dismal, disappointing season. I hate that for South Carolina strong Clemson fans, but it's just chalking up to be one of those seasons that are really disappointing for Tigers fans across the state.
If we go back to week 3, Clemson, Georgia Tech is good. I don't know if they're going to be top contenders beating big dogs that are already ranked, but they're good. As much as we want to focus on how bad Clemson is, Georgia Tech is really good. They just showed up. Move on to week 4, and Clemson just put a nail in their coffin.
The bye week comes at a good time for Clemson.
Yeah.
The week off, you get North Carolina, who hasn't been good, but also has a bye week. You give Bill Belichick 2 weeks. Who knows what can happen? He'll make a bowl game, but I don't think playoffs are anywhere in the picture.
I would like to also talk about the Michigan-Nebraska game. Bryce Underwood, I just don't think he's the answer for Michigan. He went 12 for 22, 105 yards, and then 8 rushes, 61 yards, and a touchdown. You got to throw.
Receiver. They need some receivers.
If you're only throwing 22 balls in the air a game, that's not looking good. You got to get the pass and the run game rolling. I just don't think Bryce was the answer as of week 4.
What do you guys think about the coaching issue? Them putting the head coach to the sidelines for past mistakes. I don't know.
It's stupid,
I
pointless.
think something should have been done. This happened 2 years ago.
Right.
So now all of a sudden you're going to penalize them. But let's talk about the other Michigan team, Michigan State. They were the only team in Michigan after week 3 to be 3-0. They went in to USC. They did pretty well. Aiden Childs had 12 of 21 passes for 212 yards and 3 touchdowns. They did well against USC. Granted, they're not ranked. USC was ranked. They still are ranked. But Carson, you said Michigan State has Nebraska this upcoming weekend.
Cornhuskers.
So, Nebraska's not ranked, but I think they gave Michigan a run for their money. If they lose to Nebraska and keep losing, they're going to be done. I think Michigan State, I think they're going to be pretty good this year.
I got one more pretty intense game for week 4. It was Arizona State versus Baylor. Exciting game. Jesus Gomez punched it in to give Arizona State the lead and the win.
Shout out to Jesus Gomez.
Michael Trigg, 5 catches, 71 yards, and 2 tugs for the kid. Big tight end. Huge. 6'6". Huge.
Is there any other teams that we should talk about? The team that's lost twice, week 3 and week 4? And I think it's on your hat. Are the boys not talking about that for?
I feel bad for the Gamecocks because I really do.
Sorry, boy.
They started so strong. Heisman got hit in the head. I hated to see them lose to Missouri. They're a better team than Missouri, in my opinion. And I hope they come back next week and strong.
Losing Lenoris in the Vandy game is huge. I know Colts about to talk about him for a little bit, but I hate Vandy and I hate Missouri and I hate Kentucky. We got Kentucky this coming week. Hate the Wildcats.
Y'all called me crazy when I said Florida State was going to beat Alabama. And at the beginning of the season, I said, oh, man, it was going to win the Heisman. But after 3 or 4 weeks of college football, there's this little guy in Nashville, Tennessee that has got Vanderbilt ranked. Will be in New York when they announce the Heisman. I don't know if he's going to win, but he will be there.
Carson has checked out. Carson is gone.
If he's got to run over Fred Warner to get a first down, I want Diego Pavia to do it. He will do it. When he puts his mind to something, he gets it done. I love his energy. I love everything he does. Great leader. He will be a star for the rest of the season.
He's like that old school, rough and tough, get your hands and feet, knees dirty. He reminds me of the slogan 2 years ago with the Lions, bite kneecaps off. He reminds me of that grit. I definitely see that.
He had a good game against South Carolina. Did have a bet with that influencer to take his mom out on a date if he won. Guess he had to show out a little bit.
Anybody else notice that Miami jumped up the rankings and they have eclipsed Penn State to number 2 spot? I think that's because of the degree of competition they've been playing, the beatdowns they've been putting on these teams as well. Yet another week of pure domination by Miami Hurricanes. And College Game Day was out there. Pat McAfee jumped off the high dive platform, came up with the Miami is back. The Hurricanes are back. It's hard for me to argue with that.
I said earlier before college football started, Carson Beck is going to be on fire this year. Maybe he saw something in the stars that Miami had something Georgia didn't have this year.
All right, week 5. Huge games coming in. Start off the list with the Tide versus the Bulldogs. Alabama going against the Bulldogs.
Okay.
Alabama is 2-1. Georgia 3-0. Alabama played Florida State first game of the year. Lost. Dogs really haven't played anybody yet. Bama, Georgia, always a huge game.
Tennessee's legit. Don't sleep on Tennessee. That was a great game.
They played Tennessee. They came out victorious.
It's going to be a great game.
Bama Dogs, great game. Number 3 ranked Penn State Lions versus your number 6 Oregon Ducks.
Is it a night game and whiteout?
Oregon, Penn State. Saturday, 7:30 p.m. whiteout at State College, Pennsylvania. Talk about the energy in that place. What a marquee matchup for the week.
Be a true test for Penn State. Carson, what's your...
Will game day be there in Bama, Georgia?
Where's game day?
It's not at Bama, Georgia. They announced that.
Is it
It
Ole
could be
Miss?
LSU, Ole Miss. They're number 4, number 13. LSU's 4.
Next on my list of games of the week is Tennessee, Mississippi State. Mississippi State's a good program. They're not ranked, but they are 3-0 or 4-0. Tennessee lost to Georgia. They're still number 15 in the country. Still a good football team. Joey Aguilar's a dog over there at Tennessee. Next I got is Auburn A&M. Auburn fell out of the rankings due to their loss against Oklahoma, but I think Auburn's a great football team. I think they're on the come up.
You can't sleep on that Auburn team.
They look really good against Oklahoma, but they're going against A&M in College Station. That's never good. Never a fun time to play there. See how they do there. And the last game I got is LSU Ole Miss. It's going to be a shootout.
You hear about the big news at that game?
No.
Ole Miss or
Colt
Lane
Schefter.
Kiffin. Yeah, I got you. Lane Kiffin's daughter is dating LSU starting
LSU.
middle linebacker. How about that?
Play
Lane Kiffin said take the over this week. They're going to score a lot of points on that LSU defense.
College game day is at Penn State, Oregon.
Let's go. That's going to be amazing.
I'm excited for this weekend. Michigan State plays Nebraska. I think that's going to be a cool game.
Oh, yeah.
Or I should say true test. Okay. Let's get to the meat of football, NFL. Can we just start off with the Lions, please?
Where do we start?
Skip Dallas, please.
No, we're going to talk about the Cowgirls.
All right. Which team dominated week 2 and which team struggled?
The Bears dominated. Caleb Williams is the best player in the league. 4 touchdowns.
52 points on Caleb.
He's playing the Cowboys. Everybody that plays the Cowboys is the best player in the league. Makes them look
Fair.
like it.
I'll give credit where credit's due. Ben Johnson had Caleb Williams in the right direction versus the Cowboys. He looked great. Cowboys defense, terrible. End of discussion.
I got some players this week that really made an impact. Got to go with the guy, Jonathan Taylor, 17 carries, 102 yards, 3 tuds. The kid went stupid. The Colts are hot right now. Danny Dimes is leading them in the direction they want to go. Danny Dimes is playing like Tom Brady right now. I think he took some go-go juice before he got to Indianapolis, but he's ready to rock.
We see how important good coaching is in the NFL. Shane Steichen is a good coach. He coached the Philadelphia Eagles as offensive coordinator, and they had a dominant offense. He moved over to Indianapolis. Now he's a head coach. He's a quarterback whisperer, quarterback guru. And Danny Dimes, whose career was absolutely in the tank, has now resurrected himself, and he is playing phenomenal football. He's accurate. He stands in the pocket. He takes hits. He's leading that team. What a surprise of the NFL season thus far.
And
Agree.
I wanted to speak what you just said. Aaron Rodgers. Who would have thought?
Duh.
He's doing great. Coaching, team, culture.
Balling.
They're 500
I think we should have known Daniel Jones was going to be great in Indianapolis.
There's a
like it.
pattern here of players leaving New York that now are fantastic, phenomenal football players.
Superstars.
Different cultures, in different environments, with different coaches and different team dynamics.
Speaking of New York, Jackson Dart gets to start Sunday. How about
it?
him?
Jackson Dart,
Dude, for the
New
kid.
York Giants starting quarterback. He's got some promise. He's got some potential. He may struggle the
Yep.
first week, but he's got the swagger to be an
Yeah.
NFL quarterback.
And to be in New York, too.
But yeah, absolutely.
Oh, he's going to be
I think Carson and Cam Scatterboos are really soul brothers. They built the same.
Dude, I got him on fantasy. The kid's going crazy. When he scored a touchdown, I loved it. He hit something crazy, then he hit a backflip, and then he rode the wave out and gave everybody headbutts. I love it. He's jacked up. I think he might be on crack, but hey, keep doing it, cuz.
Whatever it takes.
He talks to himself in the backfield, so I'm loving it. Keep going, kid.
A good play.
Shooting back to Jackson Dart, we all know what happened when the Ole Miss quarterback went to New York, played for the Giants. Eli could be something there.
Wow.
You like that?
You just compared Jackson, Eli Manning.
Ole Miss to New York.
Eli Manning has won a couple Super Bowls. Jackson Dart has not completed a pass in the NFL yet, other than preseason.
They call it now.
Jump on the train early, brother.
You're right.
Mm.
I never bought a ticket yet.
I'm eagerly anticipating the conversation about the best team on the planet.
Hey, got a couple more players.
Well,
I
let's
got a
talk
couple more
about
the
Yes.
Chargers.
These 2 players.
Yes.
Might be the best running back duo. David Montgomery had 12 carries for 151 yards and 2.
Beast.
His buddy, Mir Gibbs, had 22 carries,
Rocket.
67 yards, and 2 tuds.
They caught him by the ankle.
Derrick Henry,
We
nothing to
had
say to you, bud.
2 turnovers.
You fumble
in
football
3
again,
games.
son. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Can't beat the Lions.
Lamar got sacked 8 times last night.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
Jack Campbell has 17.
Tackle for loss.
Not have no 17 sacks
On the
Megan.
season,
Like,
it's week 3.
They had 7
He's a
last
dog.
night.
Okay.
Yeah.
There it is.
Now that I have the correct information. Defense, last night against the Ravens, Jack Campbell had a sack. Barnes had a sack. Mohammed had 2.5 sacks. Aiden Hutchinson had a sack. Nowaski had a sack. And Zoli had half a sack.
Let's go.
That's how many sacks? That's 3
And
or 5. 7 sacks! Come on, Lions, 7 sacks against the Ravens, who are supposed to be potential Super Bowl. The Lions did amazing. Can we talk about that?
Awesome team. I love the Lions. I love Jahmyr Gibbs. Got him in fantasy. Dog. David Montgomery was on my bench this week in one league, but it's okay. Still 3-0. Good to go.
Piggybacking off of what Carson said, David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs, St. Brown, they are making history right now. They each have scored at least 1 touchdown per game, actually.
Dog.
I wanted to actually
Correct.
speak on Ross St. Brown for a second. Ever does that first down celebration again, he needs to be arrested.
No. No.
It needs to just stick to the handstand.
Yeah,
No.
I like that one a whole lot more. than the
Yeah,
old
that
one.
was good. Can we just talk about how creative they are? The things that they were doing, even last night against the Ravens, the pass to Amon-Ra St. Brown to shuffle to David Montgomery for him to almost break through and get a 72-yard touchdown. That was the play.
And then there was the guy that had 17 sacks. That was also equally amazing.
The Lions are proving let's move back from the Ravens to the Bears game. They scored the most points in NFL that week. 52 points against the Bears, who did beat the Cowboys. They're dominating. They are scoring points.
They're
So
very
they're one of the
dominant.
best teams as of the regular.
Yeah, they're a dangerous team in the regular season.
Go Birds! Go Birds! Haddison, you
Just
had us in the
gonna
first half.
cut
Not gonna
all
lie,
the-
you had us right where you wanted us, but you can't.
Matthew
Nope.
Stafford.
How many points did the Rams score after halftime? 7.
If it wasn't
7.
for your special teams, you would have lost that game.
Special teams is part of my team.
Stick to the Lions
Yeah,
stats.
I
man. Now you're entering the conversation with big boys. Stick to the Lions stats. Winners win. Jalen Hurts is a winner. Jalen Carter is a winner. Jordan Davis is a winner. They challenged him. Jordan Davis. And what did he do? He got himself in shape. Evidenced by him blocking a field goal, scoop clocking 18.59 miles per hour to the house. The largest man in NFL history to recover a fumble and score a touchdown. Just an incredible overall team win. Speaks volumes of their character. Never give up on each other. They always had confidence. They are the best team on the planet.
Say
Talk about
Jordan
okay.
Davis ran faster when he was scoring the touchdown than he ran in the combine. That boy was scooting, getting
He
after
was.
it.
Talk
Nobody
about
was
Devontae Adams.
The Rams are
They're-
a good team.
They're just
Real
not the
quick on
best.
that.
The defense has to step up in the second half, have to play the whole game. They gave up in the
Yeah.
second half. I like the Rams. They'll make a run. I'm going to say this once. I'm going to leave it there. The Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl. They're the best team in the league. No questions asked. The Eagles will win the Super Bowl. I would bet a lot of money on that.
Market
Dang.
Good. Cool.
Miss
Colts
there.
popularity on this podcast is about to skyrocket. This is literally the smartest thing he has interjected since we started. This is brilliance spoken by a very intelligent young man because he has come to the conclusion that everybody knows this is the best team in the NFL.
I got a Birds Chargers Super Bowl. That's my Super Bowl right
Okay.
now. Chargers are amazing. Difference makers of the year so far. He had a bunch of drops his first 2 seasons. Quinton Johnson has had 14 receptions, 239 yards, and 3 touchdowns through the first 3 weeks. He took over Ladd McConkey's spot. Ladd McConkey has fallen off the map. Keenan Allen came back in and said, "This is the house that I built." And Keenan Allen's been great forever.
He's
but
having a renewed career.
Quinton Johnson, he stepped up in a big way.
Last year, he couldn't catch a cold, but now he's on one. Some of the players that have gotten
not
hurt in 3 weeks, we have an absolute list here. Aaron
Yeah.
Jones, hamstring, done, out for the year. James
Mm.
Conner,
Boom.
broke his foot, out for the year. JJ McCarthy, he high ankle sprain, done for 2 to 4 weeks. Mike Evans, hamstring, got 3 to 4 weeks. Chris Godwin, plays for the same team, high ankle sprain. He'll be back to 2 to 3 weeks. Lane Johnson, he had a neck sprain, but Eagles fans, he'll be back next week. CeeDee Lamb, high ankle sprain,
Oh.
he will be out for 3 to 4 weeks.
JJ McCarthy didn't play last year because he was hurt. Now we're in week 3 and he's already hurt. Do you feel bad for him? But
You
like
got
some
Carson
milk.
Wentz in there. Carson Wentz is a winner. He's a
Not
winner.
an Eagles
Carson Wentz is a
fan.
winner. Carson Wentz
got
is the
to the
winner. I
bowl.
agree with that 100%. He made the road that Nick
Yeah,
Foles
I
drove
know.
on. He paved it.
A really serious question. What in the world is turf toe, and how does it make you miss 3 months?
Joe Burrow.
I don't understand how turf toe makes you miss 3 months. He's going to win more comeback player of the years than he will Super Bowls. He's done it every other year. I don't understand.
Yeah, the Bengals are in shambles right now. One of the best wide receivers in the NFL. He's got Jake Browning throwing.
Yeah.
Jake Browning.
Who
No idea.
feel like Justin Jefferson and
Jamar Chase.
they're gonna move real quick.
And T.
I have a feeling they're gonna be fed up.
I also got week 3 of the NFL, games of the week, week 4. I got Eagles at Bucks, both 3-0. Both look really stout, but Bucks, you've lost Mike.
They're hurt.
And Ikabuka might not come back. He's hurt too. So he might be out for a week. They say it's day to day, but who knows?
This is a game that scares me for the Eagles. The Eagles never play Tampa Bay very well.
Yeah.
For some reason, Tampa Bay has the Eagles number. And I'm okay with taking an L in Tampa Bay because you have to lose one. It builds character. I don't want them to lose, but I have conditioned my mind that this is going to be an L for the Eagles this year.
Mike Evans being out, Chris Godwin being out, maybe Ikabuka being out. You have Bucky Irving and Rashad White in your backfield, and you have Baker Mayfield. I don't think those 3 cats are going to beat 11 studs on the Eagles defense. I just don't see it. So I'm going to put us down for a dub this week. It's going to be hard fought game, really hard fought game.
I agree with Carson. Jaden Daniels is knee sprain.
Day to day, he should be back and rolling. Marcus Mariota's balling.
I think they'll sit Jaden Daniels again, honestly. If Marcus does that again, no need to rush.
I mean, he's balled last week.
Oh, they play the Falcons.
Let's not forget Marcus Mariota won a Heisman. Yeah. He's been there. He's done that. He's seen a thing or two.
Oregon Ducks.
Next game I got on the list is Cowboys Packers. Big game. Micah comes back to Dallas to Jerry Jones, who didn't want him. Let's see how Micah feels about coming back to Dallas. Packers playing the Browns. I think the Clarendon Hall Pee Wee football squad could probably beat the Packers right now. So I like Cowboys making a run here. I wouldn't hate Cowboys winning this game. I hate the Packers more than I hate the Cowboys.
Jerry Jones already said there would be no video or any tribute towards Micah Parsons, but Cowboys in a downfall. George Pickens, wide receiver 1 right now. CD's out. I don't like it.
He's still their best player.
Yeah, but Dak can put us on his shoulders. Dak's not the problem in Dallas. We know that.
Until he gets hurt. And then we have a repeat of last year. Let's talk about the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
What is up with the old people stepping up?
I was really hoping he was going to come in that game, but Joe Flacco kept rolling it out. Let him shine a little bit. Joe's getting old.
I don't know. That's
But
not a
good-
game the Packers
Good
should have
dub.
lost. I
Good
don't know
dub,
why
Good-
they lost.
Good
that
dub, though,
game.
Browns. Good job. Proud of y'all.
It's the NFL.
Yeah,
Any
sorry.
given Sunday,
Go ahead.
any team can beat any
Yeah.
other team. The Packers are a solid team that are going to be in the playoffs.
Carson, what else you got?
I got Colts Rams. I got Colts 3-0 balling right now versus the Rams, who almost beat the Eagles. Rams are a solid football program, so are the Colts. I think it's going to be a shootout.
Let's predict on that one.
Rams got a bad taste in their mouth. Indiana Jones can't do it forever. I like the
Yeah.
Rams.
Give me
I
the
think-
Rams.
I think I'm
Too
going to go
much
against
experience and speed on that side.
Carson, I'm going with the Colts.
Yeah, I'm going to go Colts too. Jonathan Taylor, too much to handle. Moving on. Vikings Steelers. Both 2-1, both older quarterbacks. I just think it's going to be
That'll be
good-
an interesting game.
Vikings don't have Aaron Jones, but clearly they show they can do okay without Aaron Jones.
Lions, Browns.
Lions
Dominate
versus the
again.
Browns. Lions will win by
That-
4.
We're going to score over 50.
Lions will probably have at least 45, about a second quarter.
What about Ravens, Chiefs?
Somebody's going 1-3, and I think it's going to be the team in Kansas City. I don't think they
Wow.
look good at all. They just don't look like themselves.
You don't get over the butt kicking they experienced in the Super Bowl.
What's a bad taste? Getting embarrassed with over 100,000 people watching you. It's not fun. Can only imagine.
The Taylor Swifties.
Down goes the
Enough about
Swifties.
the Eagles. Eagles suck. Stay tuned in November. Huge Eagles. Lions are going to dominate. We only play you guys every 2 years. Just wait. I'm predicting it.
You're not scoring 50. It's a November Sunday night game. Eagles and Lions in Philadelphia. Sunday night football. It's going to be a really incredible game. You'll be lucky to score 20 in that game. Ooh, mic drop.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Go Birds.
That's a wrap for this week on the Huddle Report. From college surprises to NFL standouts, the season is already full of storylines to watch. We'll be back next week with more breakdowns, bold predictions, and all the action you need to stay in the game. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, keep your eyes on the field and your head in the huddle.